get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork you will not get anywhere else, where we do teach you how to rise to the occasion. We teach you how to fall to your level of preparation. An absolutely gorgeous, beautiful day out here in South Florida. Look at that. Oof. The sun comes up. Just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Great to live in South Florida. Sometimes you just gotta appreciate the sunsets. The sunrises and the sunsets, both of them are absolutely breathtaking. All right. So all that being said, as far as today's Move Swiftly thought, no, not talking Shedeur Sanders. I'm done. I can't take it. Eventually, I will get to the Shedeur Sanders mania, but the truth is, as a real football man, as a person that actually watches all the positions, I cannot succumb to that bullshit. It is so fucking annoying to listen to people, whether you were the side on, whether you were the person saying, oh, he deserves to go in the first round, or you're the person who's saying that he's a fifth round pick. He played the game. Yes, all right, good. All of the reaction to a preseason game, a fucking preseason game, is absolutely insane. It's disrespectful to the game. All right, and this is not me taking a shot at Shedeur Sanders. In fact, I actually like the guy. I like the fact that he actually went out and performed. I just get annoyed at the reaction to the motherfucker. It just gets, it's too much. All right. What I am going to talk about, though, is something. The reason I'm actually kind of mentioning him is because I want to bring up what I'm going to be talking about, not this week, but the following. That's what I'm going to be doing every single Sunday, as I've told you for the past couple Sundays. I'm going to be previewing not this week's theme, but the following week's theme. It helps me in regards to staying on top of my content, top of what it is I'm going to be talking about. Also, it gives you a little bit of preview, especially if you're new around here, to comment, like, subscribe, share out to anybody that really is wanting to build a solid team from a business standpoint, not necessarily just a football standpoint, but using those football skills, using those football tools to build out a solid team in your business. That's my specialty. That's my area of expertise. All right. So next week, not this week, but next week, we're going to be discussing real confidence versus cockiness, which is, again, why Shedeur Sanders got brought up, because the conversation at his story, I think, when it comes to his story and everything that he's going to be about, whether it's, a great career in the NFL or, going on and moving on to something else outside of football, whatever it is, there's going to be a conversation that he helped to reignite that's about the difference between cockiness and confidence, all right? Cockiness and confidence. And I'll just kind of briefly describe it to you. And again, we're going to dive deeper into this the following week. In terms of confidence comes from actually doing the work, all right? And when it comes to not just him, but any player, any quarterback, any basketball player, anybody that's just in their specialty, like me, when it comes to me public speaking and speaking on this camera, you start to get a sense over time how comfortable they've gotten doing something that's somewhat uncomfortable to other people, how comfortable they've gotten, how great they've gotten, how much they've been able to adjust and readjust. And we're going to be discussing mental adjustments this week. But when it comes to confidence, it's you have mentally adjusted enough and you practice enough to where ain't no way in the world you're going to go out there and beat me. You know how to compete. You know how to say what it is you need because you have put in the work. Now, cockiness is just surface level bullshit, all right? Surface level bullshit where, again, you get the little thing here and, okay, this happened. And it's a fine line between cockiness and confidence, especially when you're talking about the sports world, because the sports world, you're judged off those wins and losses. You're judged based on what's on the scoreboard, and that surface level evaluation, right? Those surface levels of evaluation can lead to false confidence, especially when you're talking about teaching kids and developing kids into having a solid mindset towards the future. So again, we'll be discussing all that starting a week from today. Just make sure you stay tuned in. Again, subscribe, share this out, comment on it, and share, more so specifically share it out to those business owners that struggle with keeping their staff together. Our specialty here is employee development. All right. So all that being said, main website to dive deep, to check out, to dive deeper into all the things I'm doing. It's makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYamove.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker. Check it out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.